a no. It's still a no.
It will always be a no.
It's still a no. It will be a no. It is a no, and I don't have anything else to add. Will he pardon his son? No. We've been asked that question multiple times. Our answer stands, which is no.
So, Corey, is this a double standard here for the White House and the Biden administration?
Of course it's a double standard. And the question is KJP going to be held accountable? And we already know the answer is no. She probably ends up on MSNBC as a contributor, as a host over there, because that's how the left always works. It's rules for thee, but not for me. Those are the same rules that have applied for the last 4 years. And so now Joe Biden does this while he takes off to Africa, so he doesn't have to answer any questions, refuses to answer questions on the tarmac, as you've just shown, and is now basically saying, well, hey, I did this because I love my son, because he was prosecuted by my own Justice Department for crimes that we know he committed. And so the American people aren't surprised by this. What they are surprised about is how many times KJP lied to us, although we shouldn't be, because time and time again, this is what they've done to the American people. It's just lie when it's convenient for them with no accountability.
And that's the perspective, again, that we're hearing from Team Trump and yourself. But I wanted to share this view. This is the justification for the pardon coming in from former Obama Attorney General Eric Holder, who's writing this. Hunter, here's the reality. No U.S. attorney would have charged this case given the underlying facts. After a 5-year investigation, the facts are discovered only made that clear. Had his name been Joe Smith, the resolution would have been fundamentally and more fairly a declination. Pardon warranted. Ask yourself a vastly more important question. Do you really think Kash Patel is qualified to lead the world's preeminent law enforcement investigative organization? Obvious answer, no. So again, he switches gears, and we can get to Kash Patel in just a moment. But your thoughts on what's now being justified by some on the left, those Biden supporters, as to why this pardon has been issued?
Well, the left always does a great job of justifying anything that fits their narrative. And the narrative now is that Hunter Biden was unfairly targeted by the Justice Department. These are the same individuals who said that the Justice Department applies the laws equally and didn't go after Donald Trump for political motivation, didn't go after his supporters for political motivation, that they were just following the law. These are the same individuals, whether it's Andy McCabe or others who worked at the FBI, who said, it's agnostic, and we raided Mar-a-Lago, unprecedented in the history of American politics or in our institutional system, of raiding the former home of a president because we were afraid he was going to destroy classified documents, which he actually had the right to under the Presidential Records Act. So it's amazing now that these same individuals who were tasked with upholding the law now have a justification for Joe Biden's actions. And don't forget, Eric Holder was held in contempt of Congress with no ramifications. Mayorkas was held in contempt of Congress with no ramifications. But Peter Navarro and Steve Bannon, both held in contempt of Congress, both went to jail.
That's exactly right. I mean, the accountability factor here for the Democrats is there isn't any. And the House Oversight Committee Chairman, James Comer, he has been trying to get accountability there. He was on National Report a few weeks ago where he addressed the possibility of a pardon and how a Trump Justice Department would handle it. Watch this.
Covered up these crimes.
So, Chairman, really quick, so you're going to pursue more charges against Hunter Biden?
We're going to see what the new Trump Department of Justice wants to do. I fully expect Joe Biden to pardon his son. I think the most important thing for me, honestly, is that we hold people in the government accountable. Look, these Irish.
So was this a factor in this pardon? And does this now drop everything against Hunter Biden?
Look, I sure hope not. I still hope there's accountability. I hope when the new Justice Department comes in, headed by Pam Bondi, who I believe is going to make it through the Senate confirmation very easily, and overseen at the FBI by Kash Patel, who I also hope makes it through his Senate confirmation, that the people who lied to the FISA courts and got applications to spy on Americans, the people who weaponized the Justice Department by using their badges and their guns to go after Americans because they didn't like our political beliefs, are held accountable. To this day, nobody's been held accountable for the Russia collusion fake narrative, all of these fake, intel agents who claim that the Hunter Biden laptop was Russian disinformation, only to be proven wrong. These people who still have their top secret security clearances, whether they're Comey or Clapper or Brennan or Strzok or Page or anybody who's working at the FBI, none of them were held criminally accountable. And I understand what the next sentence is going to be. We have to move on for the good of the country. We shouldn't go after these people. I disagree. When you commit crimes that are so egregious based on people's political beliefs, then you should be held accountable. Let's put the blindfold back on Lady Justice and make sure that she is applying the law equally. But that doesn't mean just because your crime was committed in the previous administration, you get a pass from the next administration.
Yeah.